live with YouTube. Wait for everybody to pop up. Give it like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And we outside with it. Outside. Woo. Wonderful Cleveland. Oh yeah, wonderful Cleveland. Wonderful Cleveland. Wonderful Cleveland. Uh-oh, we popping on. What's up, everybody? Right now, I only can see one person, but we live and popping. Today, new city, new day. We up in Cleveland, Ohio. So anybody's out in Cleveland, want to be in the video, I'm in Cleveland right now. What's up? Hope all is well with everybody. Just give it a second before everybody pops their hand in, you know. But I hope everything is well. We're going to have a good time talking about real life stuff. Spinning the basketballs on my finger. I got some tricks up my sleeve today. And yeah, we're going to do them, you know. Christ, someone record official. Yes, sir. How you doing, brother? I hope all is well with you, man. As we all try to be all is well in this world, you know. Like I said, Bible, talk. Oh, appreciate it, man.
That's it, man.
Hey, no problem. Hey. Thanks, man. Hey, now we outside. I just got $5. I just got $5 for doing nothing, man. You know, I don't be doing much. People be nice. You know, it's one thing is sure. You can, like I said, this is Bible verse, right? It's this verse in the Bible, y'all, where you say you do exceptional work, you will stand before kings, right? And you will not be known to unknown men. That is Proverbs 22:29. You know, ever since I read that probably about a couple weeks ago, I was like, it's really been hitting me hard. And it's like, oh, okay. So it's been really hitting me hard. It just makes me want to do better with this, you know? Because I don't want to stand before unknown men, you know? Unknown men, you know, are never good. Jesus was known. John the Baptist was known. David was known. Solomon was known. It's acceptable work. What's up? What's up? Hello, hello, hello. Sending love from Detroit. Oh, shoot. What's up? What's up? I'm in Cleveland right now. I'm gonna be in Detroit very soon, though. I was literally just in Detroit for the Grand Prix like a couple weeks ago. But yeah. So yeah, Detroit. What up, though? From our Detroit people. Let's say that. All right, now we see people live and popping. And also, too, everybody for this, too. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, right? I'm almost there. 1,000 subscribers, right? Last time I checked, my number was I'm 53 people away. I was at 947. So anybody that wants to help me out with the subs, we got to get it. Oh, we got 82 people on here. Oh, we valid. That's the most I've seen in one time concurrently. All right, so what's up? Welcome, everybody. What's up? Let's go. So we're going to have a good time. We about to get the action. We're spinning the balls. Oops. I ain't messed up. We trying to do something real quick and easy. Spin the ball twice. You know, twice removed. You know what I'm saying? We having a good time out here. But yeah, I hope all is well. Where's everybody from? Where's everybody from? Where's everybody from? And also, anybody got any questions? What's up? We're going to talk about a lot today. We're going to talk about a lot today. What's up? Assalamu alaikum. Kentucky, all right. Where's everybody? Colorado. What's up? I ain't been to Colorado. Hey, what's up, lad? This from Scotland. All right, that's Valley, though. We's Valley. We Valley right there. Hello. How y'all doing? From Russia. I don't know how to say hi in Russian. Egypt, salam alaikum. Let's see. I don't understand that Arabic, but salam alaikum. Germany, guten tag. Let's see. I'm in the United States of America right now. What's up? What's everybody? What's up? Oh yeah, by the way, for anybody that don't know where I'm at, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio currently right now. I see Afghanistan, salam alaikum. Lester England, what's up, mate? Oh yeah. We outside with it, you know? I'm in the United States, and what? So anyway, we're really about to get started. So first and foremost, we're gonna do these books of the Bible challenge. I'm gonna do it with one hand, and we're gonna do it live for the people who don't know, you know? Bible, do some real world topics. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, Amos, Philippians, Colossians, Galatians, Ephesians, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel. I tried. How many books is that with everybody? I don't know. Really don't know. But yeah, we having a good time out here. That's what. So now we about to do it too. I'm about to do it with my two basketballs right here, you know? That's what I say. The tower is nice. Yeah, Tower City, yeah. It's mad cool out here, you know? Cleveland, cool city, you know? I like it. It's mad chill. People nice out here, I ain't gonna lie. Midwest people are different from Southern people, and Southern people different from Northeast people, and Northeast people different from West Coast people, you know? But yeah, we outside with it. All right, let's see if we gonna get a two-ball action. We getting two-ball action going on now. All right, there we go. We got the two balls ready. So next we're gonna do the Books of the Bible challenge with the two balls right here. Oh yeah, by the way, for everybody that has subscribed so far, thank you so much. Last time I checked, I was 53 subs away from 1,000. So I highly appreciate it. Look. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, Amos, Philippians, Colossians, Galatians, Ephesians. We getting out there, y'all. We getting out there. We outside. We chilling in Cleveland today, you know? Chris Rock's son. Yeah, I always got there, man. Everybody want to call me Chris Rock. But hey, it is what it is. He called me for a biopic. We good, you know? But hey, here we go now. Now y'all see this Rubik's Cube out, right? Yeah. We about to get some Rubik's Cube action. I told you we got some surprises and stuff. If you're new to the channel, like I said, I like to sort the Rubik's Cube. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sort this Rubik's Cube and I'm gonna spin the ball. I'm gonna spin the ball on the Rubik's Cube next. So yeah, and if somebody want the time for the Rubik's Cube, let's go. You see it's all messed up now. I ain't got no funny dirty tricks or nothing like that, you know? I'm doing okay. I hope all is well. Let's see. All right, here we go. 3, 2, let's go. We're gonna solve this Rubik's Cube. Solved it. We saw the Rubik's Cube right here. We just saw the Rubik's Cube out here. That's how you do it. And then we're gonna get it. Oops, we almost at it. Aha. Look at that. A perfect spin on the Rubik's Cube. That's how you do it right there, baby. Now y'all seen that? Now we about to do the Books of the Bible. Can I make a tutorial on that? Oh yeah, it's not a problem. I can do a video up there. It's not a problem. I can definitely do that. Looking at Diddy content line. Y'all funny. Diddy in jail, and I'm not P. Diddy, so. But yeah, I can do a quick tutorial on how to sort the Rubik's Cube before we do this, right? So this is a 2x2, you know. I really ain't figured out the 3x3 yet. I ain't gonna keep it a stack, but the 2x2 is a nice, simple step. So what we're gonna do, first, you can solve any side first, particularly, but I like to solve the white side first, you know, because the white got the nice Rubik's Cube sticker on it. So, you know, we're just gonna play around with it, and then just solve the white. All right, so the white solved, right? So the next thing I want to do with it is, well, it's already been solved automatically, but you want to align all 4 of these sides up with the same color right here, right? That's what you want to do. You want to align all these colors aside. So I'll mix the Rubik's Cube up again, and I can show you the trick how to do it, you know? So, all right, now you see none of the sides are lined up right here, right? None of the sides are lined up. So what we want to do is a little trick. So we going down this way, down, over, down, over, down, over, up. So you're not going to see it from my way because I got it reversed. But you see how I got it lined up right here? And then we want it all 4 sides. So we're just going to do it again on the opposite side. Down, over, down, over, up. And boom. Now we got all 4 of these sides lined up. The same color. So the next thing I want to do next is we want to get the yellow side, right? Now the yellow side right here, ain't nothing on the yellow, right? This is where I want my yellow side to be, on the opposite side of the white and facing the opposite direction. So with the yellow side, we want to have a combination go. See this? Show it like this. Up, over, up, over. Oh wait, I'm messing up already because I'm trying to do it a way that I'm not used to doing it, so I got to get back in my position. Alright, here we go. So to get the yellow side, we want to go up, over, up, 1, 2, down. And now anytime you see a yellow, you want to get the yellow in the corner, you know? So you always want to put the yellow in the left-hand corner, you know what I'm saying? And just keep doing it till you solve it. I accidentally solved the other side right here, but here. So we go up, over, down, over, up, 1, 2, down. See? Up, over, down, over, up, 1, 2, down. Now this is a good sign right here. Once we have a yellow in the corner like this, we get ready to solve the yellow side real quick, you know? So here we go. Up, over, down, over, up, 1, 2, down. We got another yellow right here. Cool. Up, over, down, over, up, 1, 2, down. And boom. Look at that. The yellow side is solved, and occasionally we just solve the green side, you know? Sometimes you're not going to solve every side like that, but it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, you know? So we got 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to do the last combination right here. The last combination over here is we're going to do a little something like this, right? So we want the yellow side on top. Make sure the white is on the bottom, and then we want the green side facing the opposite direction. So I'm looking at it from this direction, right? And the last thing we're gonna do is this thing right here called down, over, down, big 2, up, over, up, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Bada bing, bada boom, the whole Rubik's Cube has been solved. Just like that. The whole Rubik's Cube has been solved just like that. And yeah, I think if you guys think I'm cheating, I have another one in my pocket. But this one's my faster one right here. So yeah, I'm always out here, man. So I mix it up and we can do it a little bit faster right here. And then bada bing, bada boom, I'll have 2 Rubik's Cubes solved. So everybody think I'm cheating, I ain't cheating. And this is the faster one right here. Oh yeah, by the way, for everybody that's subbed to the channel so far, I highly appreciate it. Say thank you. Last time I checked, I was 53 subscribers away from 1,000 subs, so I highly appreciate that, for real. I say thank you. Over here. Alright, boom, got the yellow. We just over here solving Rubik's Cubes in the corner of the street, you know? And then we talking about the Bible. For all my Bible believers out there, put your favorite Bible verse in the chat. And then boom, we got 2 Rubik's Cubes solved. They both solved. Solved them both. Oh, Brazil. I don't think it's morning out there, but bon dia if it is. I don't think it is. I think we still on East Coast time. Psalms. All right, John. You can, yeah. For God loved the earth so much that He gave His only begotten Son, and thou shalt not perish, but have everlasting life. You know, arguably the most Americanized / famous Bible scripture out there. Are you from? I was raised in North Carolina, in the United States. And then get the action going on. Let me see. I'm gonna try something different. I ain't never. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try to see if I can transfer the basketball from Rubik's Cube to Rubik's Cube. I've never tried that before, so yeah. I look like a broke Chris Rock. Well, I'm not Chris Rock, so that's the thing though. Ah, what's up, lad? How you doing? Here we go. Alright, here we go. So you see we got it on. Oh, I've never tried this before, so this is the first time thing for everything, you know? Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, this is something I'm gonna have to try in the crib. That's a little bit too hard right there. I ain't trying to lose my ball on the street. It's mess up somebody's car. But it's okay. You know? What else? Oh yeah. Also tonight too, we're gonna be on for prayer and stuff. Alright. We're gonna be on for prayer. I might come a little bit later, like around 11 or 12 o'clock. Just do because I have a personal Bible study with my friends at 8:30. So yeah. Oh yeah, I never extended. The invitation is for anybody who want to come to the Bible study. All right. What everybody needs to do, you want to come to our Bible studies, follow me on Instagram personally, and I am the next _1, and this is IAMTHE NEXT_1, and that's my personal Instagram right there, you know. And he said, hey, I was on the live stream, can you send a link to it onto the chat? I send you a link to the chat, and then boom, you're in the Bible study chat with full of believers, you know. So yeah, that's what. But yeah, we just getting active out here, you know. Having a nice little time. Having a good little session. Spin the ball, some keys. And then whatever else I got in my pocket, you know? Look at that. Key spins. Oh, boy hit me in my face. But yeah, and also for everybody that subbed to the channel so far, I say I highly appreciate it. I say thank you. You know, last time I checked, I was 53 subs away from 1,000, and I want to hit that 1,000 today. But nah, I hit it tomorrow. The Lord willing, you know. But yeah, ooh. Outside with the key spins, everybody. Look at that. Key spins. Look at that. Nice and clear. Like I said, we got another 96 people. What's up, all of our people out here? Charles Barkley. Hey, who you think is going to win the game tonight between the Pacers and OKC? My money on Indiana if I was betting, but I'm not a betting and gambling man because I don't put my stuff in the other individuals, you know? But yeah, Pacers, I want the Pacers to win. My personal opinion. I want Indiana to win. Hands down, no doubt. That's what I want to do. I want Indiana to win. Oh, we got 100 people back on here. That's valid. Yeah. But also, too, hey, anybody like reading books on the side, though, too? A good book I was reading today is called Choose Your Enemies Wisely by Patrick Bet-David. And anybody don't know who Patrick Bet-David is, he got a podcast. His net worth like about $500 million. Immigrant that came from Iran, that came to the States over 11, is working and grinding. And he also, a veteran in the Army, too. So anybody's on here that, you know, they're serving the military and stuff, I said thank you. My great-grandfather lost his life in the Vietnam War. No, not the Vietnam War, excuse me. It was the Korean War. So I understand, I respect the military 1,000%. Yeah, we outside with it. But yeah, so that's what we do. You know, we outside with it. See, I ain't got all the space I need right now too. So that's what's up. And then what are you doing in London? I need to go back to London. That's what I do need to do. I do need to go back to London. But that's what I do. I need to go back to London for that serious though. Who knows? Somebody pay a ticket out here. Give me to come out to London. You know we have a good time. But hey, nah, I get myself out to London. For the better or worse, you know? I do want to get back out there. Oh, I'm at 1K? Oh, that's valid. Hey, for everybody that said they got me to 1K. Thank you so much. For real. I just want to keep growing, you know, have fun and stuff. But we're going to get into a little serious talk about the Bible, right? So, today, I was reading Luke chapters 5, 6, and 7 today, right? And really, I was trying to figure out what's going to speak to me. And it was near at the end of Luke, whatchamacallit? It's the Luke 40. Was the one verse spoke to me, right? And the summing up what Luke 40 was talking about was, it basically said, Guten Tag, he's from Germany, I think it was right. But anyway, what Luke 40 was talking about was a disciple will not be over his master, right? But whoever is trained under the teacher who will be just as good as the teacher. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I realized in the Bible. I'm like, yo, we need mentorships out here for everybody, you know? Like I said, for the pastors in the church and all this stuff, we can have your stuff out over there, you know? How you do say, by the way, how you say hello in Turkish? That's what I'm saying. I say assalamu alaikum, you know? I know in Arabic, well, assalamu alaikum or marhaban, you know, either or, you know? But I don't know how to do it, you know? But hey, it's okay. But anyway, back to it. Oh yeah, you know, two gap. I don't know, I ain't got no names. This is a black space right there. You know? Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi amiga? You know? Go India. I never been to India. How you doing? You know? Yeah, there we go. Marhaban. Yeah, see, I know what it's talking about. Marhaban, marhaban, marhaban. Oh, okay, so I did know it right. Okay, cool, bet. I ain't know. Like I said, I studied Arabic just a tidbit, you know? But yeah, but back to the story about the Bible, right? Everything in life, we need somebody to teach us, right? But we never be over the master who has mastered this topic at the end of the day, you know? Assalamu alaikum from Iran. Okay, I like that, you know? But yeah, nobody would ever, we will not be over that, you know what I'm saying? We never be over the master because he has mastered the thing and the thing in hand, you know what I'm saying? So what we gotta do, we gotta sit here and study from the master, you know? Study the master will train us in all his ways, and eventually over and over and over again we'll get better. Better through time, you know? And then once we get better through time, eventually we can be just as good as the master or be better as the master and be more creative and innovative than our master. But we always give respect to the master who created, made us, you know, that's what it was, you know? So that's what I read in Luke 6:40 today. And always so thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven, as Matthew 6:10 will say. I always push the kingdom of heaven, always down on this planet right here. Because even though we got these bodies for a temporary time, we out here, we outside living, you know? But yeah, that's what I read in the Bible. And Luke 6:40 was the one verse that hit the hardest when I was reading it, you know? So yeah, I really say that. I mean, yeah, you know, I appreciate it for staying on, you know? I mean, I'm just real chill, you know? Like I said, I like to hoop, I like to talk about the Bible, I like to talk about real world things, sports, and yeah, you know, I'm very eclectic, you know? This is what I would say. I'm very, very eclectic, you know? But we about to get back to spending some Bulls action, you know? So you guys like the little Rubik cube spill, right? But now this time I don't grab the spoon out of my bag, and now we're gonna spin this ball on the spoon. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spin this ball on a spoon. That's what we're gonna do. Alright? I ain't gonna lie, it ain't the easiest thing to do. But we got it. Look at that. Ooh, like whoa, whoa. Look at that right there. We spinning the ball on the spoon. Whoa, 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 whoa. And the other side of the spoon. Yeah, we spinning basketballs on spoon. Now I'm about to bring the other ball back out, you know. And we about to do this, alright? So I'm gonna see, I ain't never tried this before. I'm gonna spin the ball on the spoon, right? And also spin the other ball at the same time. I ain't never tried this before either, so this is the first of the first right here. Let's see it. Here we go. Up. Ooh, we got it. On the spoon too. Look at that. I ain't never tried it before, people, so yeah, that was valid. CR7 or Messi? You gotta do this to me, man. I think Cristiano Ronaldo is the better player. Physically gifted, talented, gifted. But Messi's career accolades, man, you can't beat it. He won everything. Everything. So, yeah, we live. YouTube. So yeah, I love CR7 as a player, but Messi is overall, he got the accolades that suit the thing as the GOAT, you know? You know? Let's see. I see this right here, so we're gonna remove that. Uh, there we go. Yeah, we're not typing that stuff in here. We're not typing that stuff up in here. Nah, he out. I'm sorry. Like I said, y'all wanna come stupid, we come stupid. Alright, cool. But we ain't doing that stupid stuff in here. I'm saying it right now. Saludos desde Mexico. See, I'm trying to learn my Spanish too. I'm learning my Spanish. I'm trying to freshen up my Spanish, yo. Freshening up my Spanish. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to freshen up my Spanish. So, you know, Englishman in New York. I'm not in New York. No, I'm not. Yeah, I had to take a little pit stop for a second, but it's alright. Get it big on the spoon. There we go. We out here trying out here, right? So what's the next thing we'll spin the ball on? I'm not sure. And by the way, yeah, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'll say for the people who have subscribed, I say goodness gracious, thank you so much because it helps out a lot. You know, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven, you know? Oh yeah, my next little thing too, my little protection I got. My brass knuckles. I carry these bad boys around me everywhere, you know? But the one thing for sure and two things for certain, right? You walk around with some brass knuckles just out on the street, ain't nobody gonna let mess with you, ain't nobody gonna look at you the side. This thing right here will make people think twice, fast. So yeah, so we're gonna spin the ball. We're gonna spin the ball on the brass knuckles where I'm at. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio right now. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We spin the ball on the brass knuckles. Got it. Ah, that was a little okay. I'm trying to get it leveled up on the brass. There we go. That's better right there. See how good it clicked? Look at that spin. It's nice, clever, smooth, all that. So yeah, that's what I say. Now we putting the brass knuckles up because I don't like the whole weapon. I don't think. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And also, if anybody want to learn how to spin the ball, right? Hey, I'm just doing stuff. Whatever God gave me, you know, that's what we do. So anybody want to learn how to spin a basketball, right? Here, this is what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, funny theory about dinosaurs. Apparently, reptiles don't stop growing, right? They just keep growing and growing and growing. Apparently so. Not 1,000% sure, but apparently so. But reptiles keep growing, growing, growing. Back then, you know, dinosaurs yay big. So apparently a dinosaur is nothing but a reptile that we had today, big. I mean, we say that, but then again, we didn't live back then, you know? Science is one thing, science is another thing. And science also indoctrinates us in the mindset as well, to think a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And you've been indoctrinating science for too long, and you get taken away from what the spiritual side of things is, especially getting taken away from what true side of things is as well. You know? Whoa. I don't know. I'm just saying this, and you're wrong. Well, I mean, hey, I could be wrong about certain things, but you know, a lot of scientists are atheists for a reason. That's all I gotta say. Whoa. Now, I'm not even saying all science is bad. I'm not. Whoa. I'm not saying all science is bad. Not any means necessary. But I will say this though. Some science can lead you away from God, and other sciences can lead you closer to God because you keep searching, and then you eventually run into the truth. You know? Yeah, we outside with it, you know. We just having fun, it's chill times. What's the next thing I'm gonna come over here and spin with, right? So here, next thing we're gonna spin the bull on is a Sharpie. Well, not a Sharpie, but a highlighter, right? We just outside having fun, you know. Selling basketballs, no, but I do want to own my own basketball brand in the future, though. That's last. So yeah, we're gonna spin the ball on a shot on a highlighter this time. Oh. Look at that. Oops. Look at that right there. A highlighter spin. We up and popping with it. Look at that. A highlighter spin. Do it again for the people that can't see. Boom. On the highlighter. We outside with it. Outside with it. And you know what? I'm getting a little eclectic right now. I see something I want to pick up and try it. Should I do it? Should I do it? I see something outside right now, and I want to try it. But hey, we gonna find out. Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Uh-oh, I'm about to.
Live streaming?
Yeah, I'm live streaming right now. Yeah, we outside with it.
Downtown Cleveland, baby.
Yeah, we outside in Cleveland. Yeah, it's about 105 people.
Are they saying hi to me?
Yeah, they saying hi.
Hi, my name's Jordan.
I used to say me, hi Jordan.
Hi, Jordan. Follow me at JordProv.
Spell it out for him.
JORDPROV.
There you go.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem. Have a nice day, y'all. All right, we had a little something. But here, I see something I want to do, and we're going to try it. I see the cone. I saw the cone in the corner of my eye, and I said, I got to try it. Now, I ain't going to lie, this cone a little heavy, but I ain't never tried it before. So here, we're going to try it. Oh, almost had it. Ah. Ah. This cone is actually being heavy, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get it into the point. Alright, hello ladies. It's hard to get the position of it because it's so heavy. Well, it's not heavy, but
and everybody knows it.
ooh! Now it's all about getting control of it. I saw it right there. I'm just trying to get control of it. Once I get control of it,
I don't get it. You're still like 6 hours away. Like,
my bad, bro. Now you good. I dropped the ball. Doggone. I'm gonna have to find a lighter cone out here or something because that cone's got a little weight to it. I ain't gonna lie. Who taught you that? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Let me put this cone down.
I ain't drop. Drop.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I taught myself it, you know. For the first 23 years of my life, I couldn't spin a ball. But now, I was just spinning the ball, boom. And then one day it came to be. And ever since then, on that day last year around May, I just been keep going ever since. And now I can start doing a lot more things. You know? Oh shoot, it's a verified channel on here. What's up? I don't know who that is, Soul Channel. Nice to see you. Here we go. There we go, look at that. Out here's got some more ball action. Let's see, we can do some little tricky stuff too, you know? But everybody in the chat right now, for Bible believers and stuff, put your favorite Bible verse in the chat. Put the favorite Bible verse in the chat. Because I ain't gonna lie, I do watch the live streams over and over again. And I try to find out, see what people are talking about here. So, put your favorite Bible verse in the chat. And like I say, John 3:16, for God loved the world so much, He gave His only begotten Son, For those who are not perish to have everlasting life. So Romans 8. Okay, I just read Romans 8 not too long ago, right? And I like it talks about 8:27 Romans 8, where it talks about you pray and intercede for the saints. And intercession is so important. You know, for anything in life, good things, bad things, trials, tribulations, you know, it's always good. Always John 4:66. All right, for God loved the world so much. Excuse me. I am the way, the truth, and life. No man come to the Father but by He. I feel like that's the second. I think that's the most second famous verse in American culture, and personally to me. Psalms 12:6 and 7. I know I read it before. It doesn't come to mind right now. You know. But yeah, I'll say basically my favorite Bible verse of all time. It is Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat of its fruits. And I always speak this over here on the whole chat, you know? Because you know why? We got two things. We got two options, death and life. Death is always going to come and life is always going to come to us, you know? But the thing about death and life is we can speak it, you know? People tell us all the time, you cannot bless and curse out the same mouth, right? You don't want to bless and curse out the same mouth. That makes your whole speech contradictory, you know? And it's like even then with cussing and stuff, you know? Like I said, personally to me, last year to this year, my cussing has improved. Well, I wouldn't say not improved, but the decreased amount of cussing that has improved in my life, it's been crazy. It's been phenomenal. And it's through the grace of God and also having accountability partners and close friends that we all want to grow in Christ, you know? And we all want to do big things in life. And it's only that we come trying to all clean up our lives. We all trying to make sure we on that straight and narrow path for God, you know? And we speak life, we speak life, we speak life over everything. You see, secular music. They playing UGK and Outkast right here. International players anthems, you know? So,
life over everything.
Life over everything, right?
Yeah, believe it. One life, one love, one God.
Exactly.
I got a question for you.
What's up, man? What's the question?
Would you allow somebody who's unemployed and homeless to ask you for some kindness?
What's the kindness you looking for?
Whatever that might be, sir.
You want a prayer?
I need it. I can't take it. I'm trying to get something out, man.
I understand, man. I ain't got no cash on me right now. No problem. No problem, man. One love, one heart. What up, though? What up, though? If anybody's in Detroit still, you know? Yeah, you know, people coming up to me asking me for money and stuff, you know. Psalms 91. Oh, shoot. Psalms 91 is a good chapter to read when you're going through times and you need help with prayer. My friend has recommended me with that so many times, Psalm 91. Randy, I only probably read it a couple times, but it's a good reminder to see Psalm 91. Let me see. You know the word thug comes from a Buddhist guy, right? The thuggy spirit, you know? The thuggy God that Buddhist people believe in. Just know that. What up, though? My Detroit people, we blew out over here. Boy, what up, though? I love Detroit so much. I need to go back to Greek Town. That's where I need to go. Oh, then also, too, for anybody that hasn't subscribed, last time I checked, I was at 947 for the subs, right? Somebody said on here that I actually did reach 1,000, which I did. Oh, my goodness. I was nothing but praise the Lord and thank Jesus for that, you know? 1,000 subs, we outside. What's up? Yeah, what up, though, man? I love me some Detroit. No matter I'm in Royal Oaks, in Southfield, downtown Detroit. I haven't been to Hamtramck yet. You know, driving through, coming south, going through Lincoln Park and all that stuff. I need to go out to Chandler Park more and more and stuff. But yeah, I love me some Detroit. Detroit people, they mad cool. I love the way they talk. We always have a good time, you know. I need to catch some things at the Fox Theater. I need to go watch the Tigers play. I might want to go watch the Lions play since they good, because I'm in Ohio right now, so the only teams that some Bengals and Browns. And I'm not a fan of neither or. My team won the Super Bowl this year, and Detroit hot. Beloved, never avenge yourself, but leave it to the wrath of God. For it was written, vengeance is mine, I will pay, says the Lord. And I got a crazy story about that. Vengeance is mine, don't pay back when don't get back. Vengeance is mine, is the Lord's, right? That's a good one. Romans 12:19. I gotta remember that. So, story time, right? So when I was selling jerseys in Charlotte, right? These two guys was over here just messing with me, trying to negotiate for the jersey price, right? I got a spot where I can get brand new jerseys for $30 and I resell them on the streets for 60, 70, $80, right? That's what I did back in Charlotte, right? And and one of the dudes came over here and took the jersey without me looking, but somebody saw it, said, yo, somebody took the jersey, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I came down, walked around the block. I saw I had the jersey in hand. I took my jersey back, right? But then I started to realize they all started to eye and watch me and stuff, right? They all was eyeing me and watching me and stuff. So I'm like, shoot, I don't know how I'm going to escape out of this, you know? I don't know what was said. I don't know who did a prayer for me that night, because I sure didn't do a prayer for myself during that time. And the thing that happened literally probably about 45 minutes later, those same dudes that took my jersey, they all got into a fight in the club. And I mean, it was like a crazy, crazy, crazy brawl outside the clubs. It was probably what, maybe like, I think it was probably about like 10 people fighting, and they all grown men fighting too. It was bad. Chairs was being thrown. The dude that stole my jersey had his shirt all bloody up. You know, like, that was the clearest example right there. Revenge is not mine, but it's the Lord's. The Lord said, oh, this is something going to happen, you know? And that's what it happened. Boston, hey, what's up? I love Boston. I ain't going to lie. I love going through Boston, you know? Southie, South End. I think that's the same area, though. Newton. I like Newton a lot. Of course, downtown Boston. I love Boston, you know? Boston's cool. Yeah, we outside spinning the balls and we having a good time, you know? So that was a good story time. Revenge is not mine, but it's the Lord's. And that's all I got to do at this point in my life, you know? London, what's up, mate? How you doing? I need to go back to Piccadilly Circus. Rhode Island. See, I ain't never been to Rhode Island yet. Never. I have never been to Rhode Island ever before. It's crazy. I do want to go. No, you think your hood challenge you to a stare off. You're right, I'm not a hood. I am an individual, I'm a believer in Christ, and I'm a child of Christ. What's up to my people in Chicago, man? I don't know. Hey, you guys got slang in Chicago? I'm not 1,000% sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. You guys got slang in Chicago? Chicago slang? I'm not sure. I do like the Midwest a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah, I do like the Midwest, like mad a lot. And then also for everybody that's still up to the YouTube channel so far, thank you. Last time I checked, I was 53 people away from 1,000. And then somebody's, you know, that's what I'm saying. Just say thank you for the subs. Let me see. Hey, I ain't no NBA legend. Why I'm getting at all Christian streams? Like, I don't know. That might be a sign from the Lord that's trying to pull in your eye, you know? I get the, oh, word, I'm over 1K? Hey, well, appreciate it from everybody that's on here. And for the people that's still sticking and rocking around on here. I really do appreciate it, you know? I'm just over here trying to grind. I want to build this channel to do a lot of good things. I want to travel the world, obviously with a ball in the Bible, but also just more and stuff. You know, we trying to improve people's lives. Like I said, I read a ton of books. I watch a lot of things that we need to pay attention to, you know? I just want to be a vessel for Christ so I can spread his love, his correction, his stuff, you know. That's all I want to do. And through balls, that's how you get a lot of people's attention right there. But also, you know, just reading the word daily and all that stuff. Indianapolis, what's up? I'm trying, hey, the Pacers win the finals. I might be in Indianapolis for the parade. I ain't gonna hold you. And the Pacers win the finals, I'm gonna be in Indianapolis for the parade. And I'm probably gonna live stream it, but then again, if they do win, it might mess with my service like mad crazy. So it's gonna be kind of sort of whatever. You know? Do you believe in Jesus as God? Of course I believe Jesus is God. No ifs, ands, or buts, you know? Like I said, background on me, you know, I kind of bouncing back and forth in college, so like 2 or 3 religions between Islam, the 5 percenters, and looking into, I wouldn't say witchcraft per se, but, you know, I was just looking into like African stuff. You know, African spirituality, which come to find out it is witchcraft, you know, at the end of the day. And then with Islam, I couldn't do it because you read stories in the Quran. Well, first of all, Islam, the term Islam just means recite, okay? And you look at the story and hear the hadiths in the Quran, Muhammad was illiterate and he couldn't read or write. Okay? That's first and foremost, right? Second right here, when Muhammad was in his cave with her, when the angel Gabriel came to him and basically beat him up, you know, and make Muhammad like very suicidal and stuff. He didn't know what's going on, you know, and he wanted to kill himself. Straight up. But hey, it is what it is, you know, when you get dig deeper and deeper and stuff like that. Bro, do 4 balls. I only got 2 biscuit balls right now. Now I'm gonna do 4 balls. Like I say, now with the 5 percenters, when I was back in bouncing forth between the 5 percenters, I was, you know, what's the word? Like, you know, I was seeking like a brotherhood, you know. And I listened to, back then, that's when I was listening to a lot of Wu-Tang. So that Wu-Tang Clan influenced me to study the 5 percenters, you know, understand supreme mathematics, understand the supreme alphabet, understand what today's mathematics is, you know, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I don't remember it. So it's for the supreme mathematics is cipher, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. God, I think it's cultural destroy. 5, 6, 7 is God. See, I don't remember it all, but you know, like I was real deep in that, really going to that supreme mathematics. But then again, I was looking at 9 at the time. I just want to see what an average 5% look like, you know. And the average 5%. They're not prosperous. They always have problems. They're not really doing anything productive, you know, outside of Harlem, you know, and that's why they're in this one block on 126 in Harlem, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And this is like, also, the black man is God, the woman is earth, right? That concept as well. It's kind of iffy right there. Then on top of that as well, this religion is only centered around black people, but God has made all of us. So that wouldn't make any sense for me to call anybody else a devil. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's what I say, you know, culture freedom force. So yeah, that's what I thought, you know. See, so culture freedom for all that. So yeah, so I was real deep in that. I was real deep in 5% and stuff, you know. Because I was trying to find brotherhood, you know? Power refinement 5, okay, now 5, see, Colorado gang, yeah, we know. I didn't never been to Colorado before. I want to go to Denver, Colorado Springs and all that one day, you know? Let's see where the channel take me. Who knows? But yeah. Oh yeah, anyway, let's get off the topic of religion for a second, because yeah, I can get too deep on that, but another day, another topic. Books. There's books that I recommend for all gentlemen to read, right? So books that I recommend for all gentlemen to read, right? It's a book called Gentleman Gets Dressed Up, How to Be a Gentleman, and 50 Things That All Gentlemen Should Have, right? Those are real good books that I recommend everybody to read. Another good book to read too. Oh, Lancashire. Oh, what's up? I ain't never been to Lancashire yet. But I do want to get there out there one day, you know? I do want to get out there. You trying to park for free? Go by Tower City over there. It's that long strip over there. You should be good to go. And then anything over here is past 6 o'clock. You good. No problem, man. But yeah, that's what we doing, y'all. And baby, I know you're the only one for me. What else? Another book I recommend for everybody to read is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Now this book didn't get released until 100 years later after the book was made. So this book, I say personally, is very relevant for now today. The Quran is unchanged. Okay, history tells the difference, you know? So the Quran means recite. Most of the writers from the Quran wrote the Quran 200 years later, you know? And most of the writers of the Quran never even been to Mecca. Alright, we're keeping the stack. History can fact check you on that, you know? And that's what personally drew me away from Islam, you know? And then another thing too, it says in the Quran, you don't understand something, read the Gospels that came before, you know? Read the Gospels that came before. But yeah, that's what we do out here. That's what we do. Yes, sir. It's a war in the city, it's a war outside. Having fun. What's new and what is this channel for? So this channel's over here. I'm trying to combine basketball, real world topics, deep conversations in the Bible all together as one, you know? That's what the purpose of this channel is, you know? That's when I got the revelation, you know? At first I wasn't gonna do it. I told my friends about the idea at first. A lot of my friends said it was good, but I'm like, should I do it? Then I was watching a YouTube video. One of the pastors who watched, it's called Richard Lorenzo Jr., right? Richard Lorenzo Jr. I was watching him, and he was doing this YouTube video with a former NBA basketball player. And he was over here preaching the gospel, and then getting people baptized immediately the same day and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. That's very cool. That's very cool. And I was like, oh, I got it too. You know? And it's like, okay. So like, I got the revelation, the ideas. God downloaded certain ideas in my head. And yeah, I've been pushing it ever since I got those ideas in May last year, you know? Because this channel was going to be originally something different. But it's always better for God, you know? Hey, nah, like I said, I can respect everybody's opinions too. And like I said, I will always love to have a healthy, educated debate with anybody on any topic, you know? I'm not, like I say, I'm not one of those dudes that's going to come over here and run their mouth, zaza, whoop-de-whoop, and all this stuff, you know? We're going to open some things up, we can compare and contrast and see what's up, you know? And then we got history to back it up, we can compare and contrast with the history, you know? So that's all I got to say right there, you know? Do you have a favorite hockey team? The Philadelphia Flyers, baby. Even though we ain't win nothing since the 80s. Flyers is nice. I like my Flyers. Yeah, I can't be no uppity person, you know? I can't be no uppity person. It's right, I'm definitely an American citizen, you know? Born and raised, I ain't lived nowhere outside the country just yet. Born and raised in the United States citizen. You know, very appreciative to live in this country, you know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh Penguins all the way. Matter of fact, I might be in Pittsburgh this weekend. Just might. I'm not 1,000% sure yet, but I might be in Pittsburgh Saturday. So everybody's hearing it right now. You guys in Pittsburgh, we can find some courts out there and we can hoop, you know? Thoughts on politics? Man, shoot. I believe politics is a key factor, but you gotta have the money, you gotta have Jesus on your side, and finally, you got to have the right people around you to push the right narrative agendas. Because politics is nothing but a narrative and agenda pusher, you know? You get certain things passed, certain agendas can fall through. Wrong people in, the agendas that's not for you can get passed, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So it's nothing but an agenda pusher. Well, maybe one day in politics, could I be in politics? Yeah, because it kind of runs deep in my family a little bit on my dad's side. But I don't know, you know? Like personally, me, I want to be more a business center, you know? I want to create foundations, companies, you know, feed the homeless around the world. First, I got to start in America, you know? Start in the ghettos of America. But shape the minds of the kids, help them out. Like I said, basketball will always bring kids together who like to hoop, you know? But yeah, you know, that's what I do. Yeah. That's what. It's a war in the city, it's a war outside. I stay home for like another 6 minutes, you know, and I'm gonna migrate back inside where I gotta go for the Bible study, you know? Do 2 balls. I got 2 balls. What you want me to do 2 balls? After. all day. That's how you do it right there, y'all. So yeah, I ain't dribbled a basketball all day, you know? Oh gosh. I'm alright. Some skills. If I had real skills, I'll be in league. I'll be in league. I'll be a pro hooper somewhere. I keep it a buck and I keep it a stack. I'll be in a league or a pro hooper somewhere. That's what I'll be. I'll be in a league or a pro hooper. That's what I say. Thank you, man. You know, it takes a lot of hard work and practice. It takes a lot of hard work and practice. I still can be better though. A lot better. But play with what I got, you know? And I'm 5'7" Of course. Oh yeah. What's up? What's up, Alandria? How you doing? Of course, we back on live. I'll be back on live for some more prayers and stuff. Whatever the Lord tells me we gotta pray about, we're gonna pray about it, you know? Last night was a deep prayer. Of course, well, every time I pray, it's gonna be some deep prayer, you know? So yeah. So prayers tonight, more likely be around 11, 12, whatever, something like that. And yeah. Oh yeah, too. One more thing. My birthday is next week. June 27th is my birthday next week, right? But the 26th, I'm personally doing a Bible study with all my friends, right? And I'm leading that Bible study. Everybody go follow me on Instagram at IamTheNext_1. IAMTHENEXT_1. I would like for as many people to come into the Bible. What? I'm on YouTube. I got TikTok. Not yet. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, you know we outside. We outside, man. But yeah, I'm turning 25, man. Yeah, I turned a quarter. So you gonna have some stories out here. I'm gonna do a whole story time on my birthday. That's gonna lead that. Of course, Salon, you too, man. Be safe. No problem, man. But yeah, we got 2 minutes, you know? What else you gonna say? You know, I also wanna find people who learn different languages as well too, you know? That's what I wanna do. I wanna find people who learn different languages all the time. I know bits and pieces about 5, 6 languages, but I'm not really fluent in nothing, you know? Oh yeah, you can't serve 2 masters, I agree with that. It just depends what God you serve though. You know, if we talking about Islam, when Muhammad was carrying for Allah as the true God, you know, Allah is just a moon god, and Allah was just a pagan god inside the Kaaba, and you sit here and worship the Kaaba. You know what I'm saying? And the Kaaba had a bunch of pagan idols around it, you know? I can't get down with that, you know? And one of my friends who was a Muslim said Allah had reclaimed it, claimed the Kaaba for Muslims to sit there and be around the Kaaba to worship, right? But my thing is too, if you're Almighty God, why would you want to keep something that had pagan origins and tell your people to worship it? You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that don't make any sense to me. If you Almighty God, you rule everything. Tear it down, build something new, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like something, you know? Oh yeah, definitely too. It says in the Bible too. I got one more story before I get off of here, right? Exodus 32, you know? After Moses delivered the Israelites out of Egypt, right? Moses went to the mountain, talked to God, and then the Israelites, they were getting like real pesky, like we need something to worship, we need something to worship. So they went to Aaron, they kept bugging Aaron, and Aaron was like, forget it, I'm gonna give you a golden calf, right? That's how the golden calf came to be. And the Israelites came out and worshiped it. Moses came back. Moses was like, what is y'all doing? You know, y'all worshiping the golden calf, you know? After God just delivers out of all of this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what. So yeah, that's what we doing, you know. But other than that, people, I highly appreciate everything we done so far on this live. I'm about to get up out of here and yeah, just prepare for the night. We'll be back on the prayer for around like 11 o'clock, you know.
That's a
Just
shot.
want to say. I figure out what scripture, whatever God gives me to read, you know. But other than that, take care. We out.